Hello friends, this is Cold Run back with not Sekiro, but Dragon Age Inquisition. And we are in Haven, as we have been for most of this playthrough, except for a brief stint into the Hinterlands. And I'm going to go pick up my missions from the table, but I did want to point out something I just learned from the loading screen. There was a tip there about, what did it say? It said that there are treasure maps I can get in-game that'll lead me to valuables, so I will keep an eye out for those. And I will see you at the mission table, or unless something interesting happens first. Alright, let's get this War Council back together. See what y'all came up with. And for Relden, High Tower report ready, and Gather Coin report ready. Yeah, let's see what's up. Gather Coin, our efforts bore fruit. A portion of the profits will be passed to you. Use it wisely, Herald. That sounds like a fairly generic quest reward. Is there now, if I forgot what this does, oh, it does tell me what it was. Oh, and I can send them out again for that. So this must be a reusable one. This is just like a general, what is this? The Inquisition's forced to seek a new, yeah, this is just like a general get money repeatable mission, I think. Did it say complete? No, it says available, so that's repeatable. Whereas something like this is completed, Clan Lavellan is completed, those are like one-shot deals. What about Terran of Highever? The Terran of Highever, Commander Cullen, your honor guard was a welcome sight at the Divine's Vigil. That's right, we sent the honor guard to him. As a measure of thanks, I'm sending for Relden arms and equipment for your troops. Sincerely, Terran Fergus Cousland. And I got a Captain's Longsword, Ferelden Captain Longsword. I'm leaning my head closer to the screen because I'm trying to see what that seal is. Oh, it's a fist. It's a fist. Okay. Huzzah! So we did that, and I don't think there's anything else we can do just yet. We scouted the Hinterlands. That needs power. Is that 8? That's an 8. Wow. Let me just take a look at these, what these are. Inquisition soldiers gone missing in southern Ferelden. Yeah, bring them alive. I'm not reading them super in depth just because I just getting a lay of the land. I'll come back to them later. Grey Warden stuff coming up. Very interesting. Yeah, so those we'll come back to later. And there were also some codices I wanted to check out. So let's see. Inventory weapons. So currently I'm using a Ferelden Captain Long... No, that's what I can use. Empty Grip, Empty Rune. Requirement level 3. Oh, that's a big upgrade. Ferelden Captain... Oh, right now I'm using a Ferelden Longsword. And this would be... Yeah, this would be a nice big upgrade. Yeah, let's do it. That is equipped now. Hunting longbow is something we also have for not Varric. I would say not Varric. Restriction not Varric. It's hard coded against Varric touching it. Okay, good. Let's check out the codex because there were a few things last time that were there. Magic. I think right there was the conversation probably about blood magic from what's his face. Spirits and yeah, this is probably something I meant to something I got with Solus last time. Spirits and demons. When at first I summoned her, she was a rose, unwithering, unchanging, and unthorned. A spirit of the purest love one knows, who never hated, coveted, or scorned. A second time I drew her across the veil and shared a walk, a dance, a stolen kiss. With such a perfect beauty, pure and pale, no woman could compare, no man resist. Then in my weakness I essayed a third, though magisters their warnings did impart. She broke my binding with a single word, and said this smiling as she clutched my heart. Though love I was, your passion's changing fire has forged this spirit into cruel desire. Sonnet 126, The Lover and His Spirit, from A Chant for Dreamers by Magister Horatius. Yeah, this is exactly what, it's actually a very pretty way of describing, or a very poetic way of describing what Solus was talking about. That the spirits you meet are pure, and then they adapt to what you put into them to the kind of emotions and feelings and sensibilities that you put into them, and that we're the ones who corrupt them into fortitude and cruel desire. I'm guessing that this is a spirit that became like a lust demon, maybe. She said this smiling as she clutched my heart. I feel like that's literal. I feel like that the clutched my heart thing is like, yep, she ripped my heart out and was about to, like, I don't know, snack it or feed it to her cat or something, and then said, though low I was, your passion's changing fire. Right. So as he got greedy for her, possessive of her, that changed her from pure love to cruel desire, to a spirit of cruel desire. Very cool. Very interesting. Yeah. So I'm going to take another. I think we might. I don't think we're quite done. I want to explore around the parts of the map I haven't seen yet in Haven, and I will let you know if I find anything of note. And I'll check in. Yeah. So we'll see. So first stop here is the frozen lake. I hope it's frozen, or else I'm going to be going for a cold swim. So just continuing to explore. Little What the heck? Where am I? Where am I looking at? What am I looking at? Why is this so much different from what I saw before? Am I farther along on the world map? I was going to say I thought I hit the point where I can't go any further, but I can go further. I'm going to try to kill this ram if I can, because I want to see if it gives me any sort of codex. But the ram is pretty fast, and I don't think I'll be able to do it. And I lost track of the ram. The ram escaped me. When you want to hunt a ram, you have to think like a ram. Rams like shouting. Okay, I'm giving up on the ram. The ram has defeated me. Okay, so still haven't really found anything of note. I've been exploring around for a little while. I found some elf fruit and some iron and some rams that were too fast for me to catch. And so I think I'm going to end it in Haven. And I think finally, for the first time in a long time, we're going to move on. Ooh, cool boat. Look at that little seat there. Oh yeah, moving on, right. So let's see if I can remember how to do this. World map, right, because I've explored, I haven't really checked out, ooh, maybe I should check out those parts first. One down. Oh man, I just killed a rabbit. And there's like, it has a giant carcass. Look at that. Or that was a nug. That was a nug. I got a nug skin. Oh, I destroyed its essence entirely. Look at that. I slaughtered the heck out of that nug. We got nug codex. Oh, this is great. Here we are. Nug. Oh, look at that art! It's just like a little... It looks like a rabbit with the face of a capybara. Those super friendly dudes. I was sure before the Blight they were a whole lot more rare. I should ask a warden about that if killing archdemons leaves nugs all over. And that poor thing doesn't seem built for anywhere. I mean, they feed on anything, but they blister in the desert and freeze in the snow, and they're easier to track than their own arse. Everything eats them, except me. The hands put me off. Does it have hands? Oh my god, it must have hands. Yet they thrive. Randy bastards outpace every tooth and claw. So yeah, these feel like they're basically rabbits. They're basically rabbits. Like, yeah. Anyway, my point is, the ones around the farm are so inbred, they're 5 colors, I can't stop peeing. I'm selling in this capital as elusive Eastern bunny pigs. Oh, that's great. So there are bunnies in this world. These are just the elusive Eastern bunny pigs. What did Father say about idiots with deep pockets? Excerpt from the private letters of Captain Byrne, Lap Nug Dealer. Lap Nugs. Oh, I want a Lap Nug, even if it's not the one that this guy would sell me. Produce an evidence after 7 claims of water terrors and death following bites in the Garden District, 936. Wait, what? Produced in evidence, so he was on trial, I guess, after 7 claims of water terrors and death. 7 claims of water terrors and death following bites in the Garden District. So this was found after his death, and I guess he had been claiming things were after him in the water. Maybe they were vengeful nugs after him for mistreating them. Oh yeah, and I guess one more question is, you see the thing in the top right above the scrolling arrow where there's 2 dots, one light and one dark? What does that mean? Does it mean that there's more lore to uncover, and that there, like, when the second dot will get filled in as I kill more nugs? That's my guess at the moment. Yeah, so actually gonna check a little bit more around this way, because I don't think I checked this way. We're coming up on a gate here, as our relentless slaughter of the nugs of this land continues. We're really messing with the ecosystem. Something fierce here. Did they leave corpses? Nope, no carcasses. So this is a bridge. It must have been a bridge we were on before, but I certainly don't remember. Ooh, we can read something here. The Penitent's Crossing. Pilgrims seeking to visit the Temple of Sacred Ashes are allowed to ride as far as the bridge known as Penitent's Crossing. Then, whether they be sick or healthy, young or aged, the pilgrims are expected to walk by the temple sisters who supervise the bridge. All but the very sick and old are asked to shed heavy coats as they cross the bridge, allowing the cutting winds to strip prideful fixation upon this world from the flesh. Yikes. The bridge is also of significant military value, used especially for these purposes in the years since the Fifth Blight, as a choke point against bandits, rebels, or even darkspawn stragglers. The bridge serves as a defensible fort. Darkspawn stragglers, interesting. I didn't think there were any. The bridge serves as a defensible fortification to protect the Temple of Sacred Ashes from threats, from walking the chant by Sister Dorcas Guerin. So that doesn't show up in Codex because I just read it. Actually, that's good. So whenever I read one of those things where it just shows me the Codex entry immediately, I don't have to go and clear it from my Codex. Got some loot. Silk and the Drakestone, that sounds good. And coin, I'm guessing. 56 gold, yeah. Can we get through to the other side? We cannot. Can we jump to the other side? Nope, that's leaving the bounds of an area. Okay. I don't like that as much, because this feels like it just put up a high wall or something. Like, you shouldn't... I'm not sure what's killing me. Wait, is this where I started from? Yeah, that must be. I'll bet if I continue up, that way... So this must be the bridge where we started the game, isn't it? Let me know if I'm mistaken, but I think this is the bridge where we started the game. Like, where we started the game after the initial cutscenes. Very cool. Okay, so I think... let's see. Before I make an idle threat to move on, let me actually make sure that I think I'm done. Yeah, I think I'm done now. So let's try to move elsewhere. Let's try moving to a new location. Quest 1 of 5, 2 of 5, 3 of 5, 4 of 5, 5 of 5. Is this saying that the red lyrium thing is... I guess what's surprising me is I'm surprised that everything is showing up here. Would it show up here too? No, it's saying that there are 5 quests in the Hinterlands specifically. I didn't know that the lyrium quest for Varric was going to be there too. Yeah, let's do it. Outskirts camp. Is that the only place I can travel to? Yeah, because it's the only place I've discovered. Party selection. Yeah, we're going to take just all 3. Confirm. This is exciting. And we're in a new area. So this base camp will have, I can change my party here with this cool horn. I'm trying to get a look at the horn better. So just some designs on it. Yeah, just some general designs on it. Inspect requisitions. Okay, nothing there. That's the thing where I think I can give like all Inquisition troops +1 or something. Potion belt, so I think I'll stick with healing and regeneration potion. Lyrium, can I do that too? Only but used by a mage. Wait. No friggin' way. Wait, why is it 0 out of 5? So how do I guess if you're able to remind me how I actually refill the potions, because I don't... Oh, rest. Maybe I'll bet this does it. Supplies replenished. And so, how would I check what potions I have here? Potions, potions, potions. Details, no. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it certainly would be appreciated if you let me know how I find that out in the wild. So what do we have here? We have a fallen tree. This little Inquisition banner on top where we rest. Can't break the barrel. Oh god, what did I do? Oh god, I thought like I attacked one of my party members or something. That was just when I attacked, it activated combat mode and one of them must have used a buff or something. Ooh, a fennec. Can I kill you? You're pretty fast and I won't mess with you just yet. Ooh, codex unlocked. Ferelden after the blight. One need only stroll through the Denerim market to appreciate Ferelden's resilience. You'd be hard-pressed to believe that Darkspawn ravaged the city within our lifetime. So they really bounced back. Scars remain for the people who lived through it, but life moves forward. Now children play in the streets, children for whom the blight is a story their parents tell. I once heard a small boy ask what a Darkspawn was. To him it was only a word he heard from older youths. We teach that a learned child is a blessing upon his parents and unto the Maker. Andraste, forgive me, but I felt joy at his smiling ignorance. The actions of our rulers are thus a puzzle to me. Despite the events at Kirkwall, Ferelden continues to offer refuge to the rebel mages, which will only bring trouble to our doorstep. Oh, because, okay, they're thinking we've had enough trouble for a while, so why are the rulers inviting more trouble? Despite the events of Kirkwall, Ferelden, okay, it already has... which will bring troubles to our doorstep. It already has. Rumors among the merchants suggest that Starkhaven places sanctions on trade as a sign of protest. One hears of conflict in the Hinterlands between Templars and mages. Mother Diana says I am to accompany her to the conclave in Haven. She says to have faith in divine Justinia and that whatever comes, we shall see the Maker's will done. I think of those smiling children who have not grown up with death and fear, and I pray it is so. A letter from Sister Kira of the Denerim Chantry to her sister in the Free Marches. Sister Kira is probably dead. I'm guessing Sister Kira is dead from the in the conclave. Oh yeah, so let me check here. Are my potions now all set? No, they're not. Oh, I have to actively replenish them. I see the buttons on the bottom. I don't want to do that right now necessarily, but let me do it for Solas at least. Let's try to see what happens when I replenish these. 25, 24, 23. Okay, yeah, so it depletes them one by one. So those are something I'm going to always want to use. I'm going to always want to kind of stop and collect. No, I didn't. I meant to jump over the branch. Nope. Ah, damn it. I did. Like, stop being so sleepy. What's my character's name again? Alana? I'm forgetting already. Alana, yeah. Alright, we got a little barbecue going here. Who are you? Just a traveler. Just a passerby whose head I jumped on. So we got a little set of Inquisition troops here. I wonder if I attacked them, what would happen? I don't wonder, and I can't target them. I'm assuming I can't attack them. But it's also not something I want to test out. Elf root, okay. You also got some hunters here. Or archers or something. Requisition.
This might interest you, sir.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, report.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
What did you... Oh, recipe field. I that one quickly. Is that a quest now? Did she just give me a quest? Collections, regions in the Hinterlands. Oh, okay. So I can... Okay. Wrath of Heaven. Oh, that's completed. I don't care about completed. Current quests. Seeing red, the threat remains. I'm just kind of refreshing myself because it's been a little while since I was here. Clear the threats at the crossroad. Get power. Inquisition soldiers are missing in the... Yeah, so I have to get power first. Horses for the Inquisition. I just have to convince him, that guy. Clear active fades. But that's, I think, somewhere else. No, that's the Hinterlands. Active fade rifts have been spotted on the outskirts and along Redcliffe Road. So we must be near Redcliffe. It was Redcliffe the place in Dragon Age Origins where we went into the fade, where we had the huge dream sequence. And then holding the Hinterlands to establish camp. So I think it's probably just as we explore, we'll clear that. This is the thing we just got. Field tents are sorely needed to protect the Inquisition presence in the Hinterlands from the elements. We need lamb's wool and silk. Storm Coast, I guess, comes later as we get more power. We completed the Wrath of Heaven. What did we just do that completed the Wrath of Heaven? I don't know. By explore this area, I mean kill this ram, because you are not eluding me a second time. Oh my god, you are eluding me a second time. No. Get back here. Oh, we got it.
Take you.
Thank you, Cassandra. You've completed our holy mission to kill the ram and unlock its codex. Make her take you. Creatures. Where is this blasted ram? Here we are. Yeah, look at those assholes, just those 5 jerks just on the card, ready to run away from me. Look at them plotting. The ram is a marvelous creature. Its wool makes the best lining for winter coats this side of the mountains. The horns and bones can be crushed into powder and mixed with the soil for a healthy crop, or charred and ground into ink powder. The hide makes a good cover in a window against the winds. You can burn the dung in a pinch, melt down its fat for candles. I haven't even mentioned the meat. With a full-grown ram, you can make a stew big enough for a village and have enough left over for a week. So there will be no more complaining about being paid in sheep for your work during the harvest. With that ram and a few ewes, you can start your own flock. You're lucky to have them handed to you instead of needing to go and tame a wild one. Listen, those are tough to catch. Listen to your father for once. Take care of those animals and they'll take care of you. Letter from a Ferelden farmer to his son. Yeah, so it's very important to use every part of the ram, and that's why we killed it for sport and watched it disappear into the air. So, alright, I'm just kind of running around randomly. Let's get a sense of where to go from here. The threat remains, clear threats at the crossroads, so that seems like the place to go for now. So yeah, let's continue northwest. And this is another question that, like, it's not a big deal, just kind of a small thing. Is there a way to make the... must have asked this before, and I apologize if you answered and I'm just forgetful. Is there a way to make the mini-map always point north, and so that when my character moves... Wait. Oh, I see. So okay. So it moves with my camera angle, but it's still not super great. Is there a way for them to make the mini... Yeah, is there a way to make the mini-map on the bottom left lock to north, so I can just tell like which direction I'm heading like that, instead of it spinning around when I get when I change my camera angle. I already talked to the requisition officer. I could jump down there, but that feels like death. That feels like certain death. Oh, Jerkface McGee, you're not getting away. Let me just double check something. So what were the what did I need for this? Hinterlands, field tent requisition, lamb's wool and silk. No, so I was thinking I needed ram's wool, not lamb's wool. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get lamb's wool from a ram. That seems anatomically unlikely. Okay, somehow I just unlocked a codex for Spellbinder. Is there an enemy? I've seen the name Spellbinder before in the little tip screen. Creature. Spellbinder. Whoa. No, that's a foot soldier. That's something I've seen before. I'm stopping here because I just noticed that bar on the bottom of the codex card on the left side there. It looks like it's filled up about a third or a quarter even. Does that mean that there are 4 more codices to get for this? Maybe. Spellbinder. What's on his hand? Is that a snake? Yeah, he's got a snake wrapped around his wrist as some magical charm, I guess. And a tree. Is that a tree symbol on his lapel, or Spellbinder's elves? Spellbinder, I confess myself troubled by the rise in mages binding multiple spirits to a single object. Among the Mortalitasi, interacting with spirits is a serious, even intimate undertaking. These spellbinders, as they call themselves, bind many simple spirits, usually to books or other easily compartmentalized objects set with runes, and they have stripped the interaction with spirits of its importance, reducing it to a mere mechanical exercise. So this almost feels like Solus talking, like someone who's pissed about the way that people have changed the interactions with spirits. That such magic is useful to the spellbinder, I do not argue, although I just moved off the card. Although the power contained in these objects is difficult to focus, the diffused magic can easily distribute energy across a broad area. Augmenting the mage's allies, the spellbinders insist that no individual spirit is capable of breaking their bindings. That sounds unlikely. And that the spirits cannot cooperate well enough to effect an escape together. Furthermore, they maintain that because the bindings are all tied to the spellbinder personally, there is no risk of these enchanted books falling into the wrong hands. I'm betting there's a lot of risk. Still, the books are in their hands, right, because they could be the wrong hands. And I am concerned. Although the practice has spread across most of Thedas by now, it seems to have originated in Tevinter. That's not surprising. Tevinter seems to be like the suppression, oppression state. It's a literal slave state, or it used to be. These mages bind spirits and demons too readily, and it is not natural for spirits to remain in this world for any great length of time. Our Maker placed the veil between our world and the Fade for a reason, after all. Who are we to second-guess his wishes? This sounds very much not like Solus anymore. Perhaps I have grown more reverent in my old age. An excerpt from Life Among the Dead by Enchanter Rodemont van Heil, senior member of the Mortalitasi. And those the Mortalitasi are from Cassandra's area, if I'm remembering correctly. But why did that just show up? Are those... That must be them.
The apostates have fled to the hills.
Yeah. Okay. And so on that note, as we... Ooh, what's this cool thing?
What's this?
Yeah, thank you. It's an astrarium. And is that a naked Cthulhu with ripped abs on the side? Like that statue over there? It looks like it might be a hot Cthulhu. Alright, read astrarium. I'm going to call it here for now, and we will pick this up next time near the astrarium, the books, and hot Cthulhu. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.